Look at how big this looks compared to my face. I'm tired of eating it. I'm really hungry. Don't take my food, Bubby. I only have this for my dinner. And hello everybody, it is Dingle here and welcome back to my channel. I hope y'all are doing super duper well. Today is very exciting, as you might see by the title. One of the most popular videos on my channel is when I lived like my sim for a day. You guys very much enjoyed it. A lot of you found me through that video. And I said in that video that I probably will never do that again, and that still rings true. I'm not feeling a 24-hour sim challenge again. So if you want to see what that looked like and why I'm not going to do it again, I will leave that video linked down below for you. In that video, we learned that Sims don't necessarily follow the whole bio needs of an actual human, specifically what they eat and when they eat it. But in that video, at the very beginning, my Sim's fridge broke, so we didn't really get a sense of the full capacity and her full potential on what she would have eaten if she had the resources to have the choice of what she could eat during the day. So today, we are going to eat like my sim. But before we get into this, hello, my name is Mac Dingle, M-A-C-D-I-N-G-L-E. I live in Portland, Maine with my husband, Jack. Yes, Mac and Jack. If you are new, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below because I post every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I stream The Sims on Twitch every Tuesday and Thursday. Everything will be linked down below. Make sure to subscribe, follow us on our journey, request more Sims videos, etc. But before we hop into this video, let's set some parameters, shall we? Today we are going to eat like my sim. We are not going to drink like my sim, and we are not going to live like my sim. Because what we learned in the last video is that Sims just don't drink enough water to sustain an actual human being throughout the day, and I would like to not be dehydrated during this challenge, you know? And I'm sorry, but even if you put a coffee machine within your Sim's house, I have never seen a Sim sip coffee as soon as they wake up in the morning. That is unrealistic, and we are not adhering to that. And the other parameter is, yes, we are going to eat what she eats for breakfast, lunch, dinner, etc. But we don't have to adhere to the exact times of when she ate it because we're not living like our sim. We learned our lesson in the last video. So if she wakes up and eats breakfast, say around like 7 a.m., I'm gonna eat the same thing that she had for breakfast, but I'm gonna eat it whenever breakfast happens for me naturally within the day, like the morning time, you know? So I'm going to allow myself water, I'm going to allow myself coffee, and I'm going to eat the meals, whatever those may be, at the times that I would normally eat those specific meals. Everything else is up to my sim. So without further ado, let's get into it, my friends. The first thing we had to do, obviously, was create me as a sim. I ended up spending way too much time on this because I end up getting sucked into things that have nothing to do with what I'm actually filming. The second thing that we did was set my sim's cooking level to level 5 because let's just be honest with ourselves, I cannot cook, but I can make something more than just eggs and toast. So I felt like a level 5 was pretty good. I don't want to be all up in my kitchen trying to make like baked Alaska or anything like that. But I think I could swing like different pastas or different like mild things of that nature. As my sim went to sleep, I honestly was feeling really optimistic about what the morning was gonna bring for us. I was trying to think back and I really couldn't think of a time that a sim didn't pick a breakfast item when they first woke up in the morning, whether that be a quick meal like cereal or eggs and toast or French toast or pancakes or something of that nature. But oh, no. That would be too boring if she actually chose eggs and toast for breakfast, you know? Why wouldn't my sim pick something super nasty to eat at 7 a.m. when she woke up? Like, oh, I don't know, let's say garlic noodles? Like what the actual heck? What kind of taste buds does my sim have? That's nasty. So that morning I woke up, I sipped my water that I have before my coffee, and then casually sipped my coffee as I would on a normal day at the pace that I normally would, which I actually realized while I was doing it is kind of to my benefit because since my sim ended up having water for lunch, yes, liquid water for lunch during her lunchtime. So because she did that, I knew that I had to wait way too many hours in between my breakfast and dinner. So taking that time that I would normally take in the morning anyway, sipping my water and coffee, was just shrinking that time frame between breakfast and dinner that I would have to wait. But honestly, the reality of the situation is the time between breakfast and dinner is obscene no matter how much you shrink it by. But then I could not prolong it anymore. It was time for garlic noodles at 10 o'clock in the morning. Hello, it is me. I am back, and the only difference between what you saw last time with coffee and now is some dry shampoo and chapstick. So that's as much effort as we're putting into our appearance today. I tried to make my water and coffee last as long as humanly possible, just so I could have my breakfast as late into the morning as possible, you know? So it is around 10:30 in the morning, and we're about to have some garlic noodles, which is super weird. I never knew what the Sims like meant when they said garlic noodles. Like, is it ramen garlic noodles? Is it like, I'm just not really sure. Our version of garlic noodles, Jack and I actually have this in kind of a rotation of meals, not every single week, but when we're feeling like a lighter pasta, is pasta, olive oil, garlic. So they're very garlicky. Then you add like pepper flakes for a little spice, and I'm gonna add some Parmesan cheese on top, and it's just like a simple plain noodle with like not sauce, but it's more of like an olive oil and spice base. It includes garlic, but I'm gonna try to have as much as possible because this has to last us until it's time for dinner. And then even for dinner, it's not gonna be very filling meal. And she didn't have lunch. She had water for lunch. It's breakfast time, and we are gonna have ourselves some garlic noodles. I don't know how I feel about it. We'll see when I take my first bite.
Hey. Oh, yeah. I've been trying to take my eyes off you. Oh girl, it ain't easy, just let go of that body.
All right, friends, if this is not the biggest pile of garlic noodles that I've ever seen, I was actually concerned that it wouldn't be enough because it was a little less than half a box, but seeing it on the plate, this is a lot of food for me. But hopefully it won't break down too fast. I'm praying my metabolism will be a little slow today so that I won't be starving in the middle of the day when I want lunch, you know? I am hungry, but if I said that I was in the mood for garlic noodles, I would be lying to you. The garlicky smell is strong with this one. I don't know if you can see. Let me try to like have it focus. You can see the white chunks in there, like these white chunky things, like those two things like right there. They're like all throughout the noodle. That's all garlic. Poor Jack. I have to brush my teeth before I give him a smooch today. But I am hungry, so that is helping. I feel like I would be eating anything at this point, but I'm just not in the mood for it. The other thing about this recipe, it is spicy. My nose is already starting to run, but I think the mixture of garlic and spice at 10:30 in the morning is just not my jam right now. But the carb portion of it, the fact that I get to eat carbs, my body's liking that. I'm gonna do my best to gobble this up so that I am, look at how big this looks compared to my face. That's insane. I'm gonna look to gobble this up as much as I can. My goal is to finish it so that it is sustaining me throughout the day. We've got this whole thing of noodles going in my belly. What I quickly realized as I was trying to shovel the mountain of garlic noodles that I had into my stomach was that this just was not simply going to work for me. One, because I am more of a grazer throughout the day. I'm the type of person that will eat smaller meals at a time and get full off of those smaller meals, but be hungry 2 to 3 hours later. So I eat during the day probably every 2 to 3 hours, littler portions of food. And reason number 2 why this simply wasn't working for me is I like a variety of food whenever I eat. So if I'm eating something, it's like chips and salsa and sour cream, or chicken and like 2 types of veggies. Or when I go out to a restaurant, I so much more prefer getting like 2 appetizers versus 1 main meal or like 1 thing to eat. So the fact that there was 1 mountain of noodles, 1 type of food, and it was the amount that it was, those 2 things were just preventing me from enjoying this experience at all. full. It's only been about like 8 to 9 minutes, and I know that because when I started eating, I put on Justin Bieber's Seasons. It's only been 8 to 9 minutes or so of me eating. The pile has reduced to a normal size portion of flat like spaghetti. Like there's still a significant amount here. I would say about half. I was able to eat half of a box, but I am tapping out. 1, I'm not hungry anymore. I'm full. 2, I'm tired of eating it. Eating a ton is a struggle all in one sitting, and eating a ton of one thing on top of that is just setting me personally up for failure. Other thing is it's spicy, which I didn't foresee being an issue, but if you're eating a ton of one spicy thing, I had to get a napkin, not for like my hands or my mouth or anything, but just to keep blowing my nose because it was running. I know that this means I'm gonna be hungry in 2 to 3 hours. I'm slightly disappointed in myself, but I am quite concerned with the amount of time that I have to wait in order to eat my next meal. I'm sure I'll check in with you when I'm starving. So as much as I couldn't wait to stop eating those garlic noodles, I knew that not only would it be freaking forever until I got to eat again, but when I got to eat again, it would be a flipping caprese salad. A salad. Hello everyone, it's Dingle here. I'm really hungry. It is currently 5:10 and my stomach has never looked so hungry in its entire life. It's talking to me, saying I'm starving, and I'm like, I don't need you to tell me you're hungry. I know you're hungry. It's been a really long time. I've basically pushed off any cravings as far as food just by drinking a lot of water, because a lot of the time when you're hungry, fun fact, it's actually that your body's a little bit dehydrated, so try drinking water first if you're feeling like munchy. But I've drank as much water, and I did have one iced coffee. We're not drinking like Sims for the day, we're eating like Sims for the day, but I'm so hungry. So this is gonna be the earliest dinner that I've ever had in my actual entire life. It's 5, I feel like an old person. I have caprese salad ingredients right here. Also comment down below, do you say caprese salad? Do you say caprese salad? Caprese? What is it? I don't know. We've got our ingredients. I plan on cutting up all of these tomatoes. Like I plan on eating an amount of caprese salad as much as I can before, 1, I'm full, which I can't see myself getting super full off of this or like satisfied, you know? But 2, again, I don't like eating a bunch of one item. I get so tired of it. But I'm gonna put all of this on my plate. I'm gonna chop these up. I've got this, I've got a mozzarella ball, and I've got basil. So thankfully I don't have to like cook anything, which is great. Love that for me. I just have to chop everything up and plate it. Maybe some balsamic, some olive oil, some salt, pepper. After this, the only question, and it's kind of the same one that I had this morning when I was eating garlic noodles for breakfast, is I'm going to be hungry in a few hours. And going to bed hungry is the worst thing ever. Not gonna be a fun time. So we're gonna see how long we can last. I don't wanna say that I'm going into this evening with a negative mindset, because if I go into this evening with a negative mindset, then I'm not going to last. I'd rather manifest me lasting through this challenge, but you never know what's gonna happen. But I'm trying. Okay, let's prep this. I am so hungry.
You were my best friend. Didn't care about the rules, good on the weekends. I'll be in fools, drifting to deep space. So brave and so stupid, just like the movies. I was gonna stay in the fight with you, just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do it. Each and every high, every night.
All right, my friends, I'm not gonna lie, this looks freaking amazing right now. I'm so hungry. I'm gonna gobble this all up. What do you think of my caprese salad?
Yeah, I mean, it looks really good.
Doesn't it look really good? I'm just gonna be starving. But like, this is a lot of caprese salad for one person. And if it was just vegetables, I would be a little concerned, but we've got some hearty mozzie going on right here. Don't you dare don't take my food. Don't take my food, bubby. I only have this for my dinner. So I'm gonna eat this. I've got a Bachelor episode that I have to queue up. Jack goes out to the gym. I think I can consume the whole thing. I think I can do it. We'll see halfway through. Watch me like just be stuffed.
We so clueless. We were just broken, shattered, singing along to nothing matters. Stray around like nighttime rumors.
So update. That was a nice appetizer. I can't tell if I can't eat anymore because I'm full. Like, I'm definitely not hungry right now. I am very unsatisfied as I thought that I would be, but I can't tell if I won't eat anymore because I'm full or because I'm just sick of eating it. It was delicious the first few bites, but then not everything is in season, you know? It's not summer, so but it was good. It's just like, I'm like, okay, that was a great appetizer. Like, where's my dinner? I'm going to try to last as absolutely long as I can. I'm gonna keep drinking my water. Jack's actually gonna have the noodles that I had for lunch. We have some more spaghetti so we can like make more for him if he needs it. And I'm not gonna crave that because I already had a bunch of it today, so I actually don't even wanna look at it. So that won't tempt me. It's more of just like making something else that might tempt me. I know that there's like Easy Mac over there, and I know that there's like a frozen pizza in the freezer. Watch, like it's 5:50 right now, and in an hour I'm gonna want to be eating something else. So we shall see. I will keep you updated. I promise I will not be cheating without updating you guys. I hope not to see you then on that note again tonight. Guys, I don't know what happened. This pizza just appeared in front of me and I have no choice but to consume it. I think that would be very wasteful and unfair. It is so good. I'm starving. I'm sure future Dingle is going to recap this experience for you in just a moment. I'm not gonna lie and say that I won this challenge because this challenge beat me. And I'm totally fine with that. I feel like doing the 24-hour live like a sim challenge prepared me for the hardships that this was going to entail. However, I also had a poorer attitude going into this challenge, knowing how difficult this could potentially be. But with that said, I'm gonna consume this pizza. I'm gonna be really happy about it, and let's get back to future Dingle, shall we? So did I win this challenge? No. Did I try my absolute best? Yes. Do I regret that pizza? Absolutely not. So just a couple things that I learned through this challenge, or just things that I want to reiterate. Sims bio needs are not the same as human bio needs. The amount of food that my sim ate was simply just not enough. And I naturally prolong my breakfast until like 10 a.m. or so. So imagine if I didn't. Imagine if I had woken up at 7 a.m., had, ew, gross, garlic noodles at 7 o'clock in the morning and then had to wait till 5 or 6 p.m. to eat again. That's just not realistic, people. That is 10 or 11 hours in between when you get to eat again. Like, I eat every 2 to 3 hours. I can't even fathom that. And then going along with that, 2 meals a day is just not doable either. Like, I know I like to eat smaller meals throughout the day, like more often, but even if you do like bigger meals, you do need 3. Like, you wake up, you haven't eaten in like 7 or 8 hours or so. You need to eat that breakfast, then a few hours later, eat that lunch in the middle, and then end your day with a meal. Like, 2 is just simply not enough. But guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you are new and have made it all the way to the end, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Again, we upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, everyone. Everybody, do not forget to give this video a big old thumbs up, and I'll see you on Monday, everybody. See you later. Bye.